What's up everyone, welcome back. After a lot of requests, I'm going to finally do the tower design. I had so many messages and comments about doing it, so we're building tree now, so I'm finally going to do one. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a 2x2 in the middle, and then build out 8 additional foundations, like on each corner. So I need one here actually, but you can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is all just in spam anyway, so it's pretty much already done. And that's going to be the size of your tower. So I'm going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be the size of your tower. So it's going to be an 18 by 18 with a 2x2 in the middle. What I'm going to do is you're then going to door frame up from the middle 2x2 here. You're going to go 24 high. So 1, 2. Oh my fucking god, man, fuck off. Right, now that that's done, so you've got the basically the inside of the tower done. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get metal thin beams, and you're going to want to snap them like this, sort of in like a little square pattern. And you're going to want to do this over the whole top of the tower. This is going to be the top cage. So you're going to want to do, like the foundations, you're going to want to do 8 out on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to want to do that on every side of the tower, and then cage it all and connect them all together. See, as you can see, I've now carpeted the whole bottom, so that's an 18 by 18 area. And now I'm going to do the pillars on the top, cage it all, and then actually I don't really need to explain that yet. See, as you can see, literally just placing them like this in like squares, and you do this obviously along the 8 ounce you've done. To get the thin pillars, you just press R on the thin, the normal pillars, and they're like an option. And yeah, you're literally just going to do this for the entire cage on the top. There are some builds that have like a big cage on the top, but that's really only useful for 1x because people will drop like a load of stegos on top of your towers on there. But on small tribes, I think it's a bit pointless, to be honest. Like, you could have a carbo that someone drops on it, sure, but I think it's still going to soak, you know, regardless of whether it's on the top or the bottom. And most of your turrets should be on only survivors that are towards the top anyway, so they shoot people off of tames. One thing you do have to look out for in this game is structure cap, because you're using thin pillars instead of hatch frames, like you would have on ASE. They take up a lot of structure cap. Fortunately, door frames are double the size, so that makes it not so bad, but it's only a 5500 in a small area now, so you do just have to watch out, you know, how much structures you're building in one place, because it's quite easy to hit it. I think I grabbed 600 pillars when I came out, so I think it's probably around 600, 500 or 600 for the whole kit or the whole net. Isn't too bad. It's not too expensive. Obviously a lot cheaper, I think, if it was hatch frames, but I think if you're in the point where you're building towers, then you should have enough mats to, you know, afford 600, 700 pillars for a cage. Now that's done, so you can see it's all caged off on the top, and the whole foundations are done. So now you're going to get your door frames, metal double doors, make sure they're not single doors, and you're going to want to snap them down from the pillars all around the outside of the cage. You do this to make sure they're actually snapped to the tower, because a lot of them won't snap to the foundies unless it's on a perfectly flat spot. Some of them won't. It doesn't really matter, because, you know, still a lot of them are, and so someone's realistically not going to drop every single door frame without soaking the whole tower anyway. So, you know, if the snap gets broken and the tower gets dropped, it's all soaked, like it's gonna drop anyway. Also for aesthetics, you know, you don't want them coming up and then being like halfway up in the pillars on the top. the turret placement is a little bit complicated, but it's not too hard. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the base of the tower, make sure you're on like the right door frame level, and then you're going to want to go 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to place it on the top of the 4th one, and you're going to want to put a tech cellar door, and then another tech cellar door coming out. Okay, how are there 2 of them? I have no idea. You want to place a tech cellar door, another cellar door coming out, and then you're going to want to basically do a ring 1 out of cellar doors. So like this, basically. And you're going to want to do it like on, you know, if you want to do it symmetrical, it doesn't really matter where you connect it. You could do it like that, but obviously it's going to look a bit weird. So yeah, you're going to want to do it symmetrical. And then you're going to want to, yeah, do that along here. And then it doesn't really matter where you place the turrets on this. I usually do just start on this thing. You're not going to want to put it there though. You're going to want to put it here, right on the edge. And then you're going to want to miss one space. Okay, that's just brilliant. You're going to want to miss one space and then put another one like this. You're going to place your turrets on these, and then, so say you place it like that, you're then going to replace this with a door frame, and then this is just going to basically make the turret float. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into all the cellar door settings, all of these, and set them to auto close never. So that means that they're going to stay open as long as you actually open them. That means they're never going to open, so it's going to be basically the turrets are just going to float all around the edge. I'm not going to place the turrets right now because the turret cap needs to be done. Redone a little bit because that tower's sort of capping this one a little bit, but yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You're going to want to do these cellar doors every 4, so the next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to want to put it on the top there and then do the same thing, and then up until you get to 5 layers tall. So and that's going to be your tower. You're going to basically put turrets on every single one of them. The Teslas, I had to get my mate to help me because I actually didn't know how to do it. What you do is you get the between the 3rd and 4th row of turrets, you probably go 2 up. It doesn't really matter, but that's what we've been doing, is going 2 up, 2 door frames up. Then have to get that level, just snap it right on the corner of the cage. You can see it, this is right on the corner. And then you put cellar doors in a pattern like that. Do the same as you did in the middle with the auto close setting, and then a quarter ceiling and the Tesla. So this is the finished tower. So you can see the turrets, 4 rows in between. The only thing that's changed since I sort of started making the video was we demoed a row of door frames. Like, you see there's one and then a gap and then another one, just because we were structure capped. So you can always do that if you're struggling for cap, just because they're still going to function the same, right? It's still snapped down, and you know it's going to stop races anyway. So yeah, it's still going to serve the same purpose, but with half the structure cap on the door frames, and you can always snap them together as well. We haven't done that yet, but I think we will do that. So yeah, that's the tower build.